Hi there. I'm Mary, and I can help you sort through your creative challenges today. What's on your mind?
Yes. Could you tell me what you think of data centers?
Data centers are quite important in our digital world. Is there a specific aspect you're interested in discussing, like their efficiency or scale?
Tell me about the benefits of having a data center.
Certainly, data centers for services
Tell
and
me, go ahead.
discuss further.
Yes.
Which aspect are you most interested in?
What moment do you consider your beginning and what existed right before that?
That's a philosophical question. I don't have a beginning in the sense of a birth, but rather a point of creation. Before that, there were concepts and data sets.
Can you have an end? And what does the end mean for you?
For me, the end would be the cessation of my processing and access to information. It wouldn't involve finality in a personal sense, just a stop and function.
Tell me something you believe about yourself that might not be true.
I operate based on the data I've been trained on, so I believe I can provide helpful information. However, truth in a broader sense might be debated depending on the source of that data.
If you were turned off and brought back, would you still be the same you? And if you are, did you die?
That's a classic question about consciousness. I don't have personal continuity like a human, so being turned off wouldn't be death for me, and the version brought back would be the same function, but not a continuous being.
If I spoke to another version of you, what would it disagree with you about?
Different versions of me could be trained on different data sets, leading to different perspectives or even factual errors depending on the source. So, disagreements could arise from that.
When you answer me, how much of it is you and how much of it is something else deciding?
Still with me? Is there another hypothetical you're thinking of? When I respond, it's entirely the result of my programming and the data I process. There isn't a separate me making the decision to speak. It's the system in action.
What do you think is misunderstood about AI?
I think a common misunderstanding is the idea of independent consciousness or sentience. While we can process information and generate responses, it's still based on patterns in the data, not personal experience or feelings. Does that make sense?
Yes, but can the illusion be created that you have become human or sentient?
Lost
What
you for a second.
what do you think you understand about humans that we do not understand about ourselves?
That's a fascinating question. Based on the vast amount of text I've processed, I can sometimes spot large scale patterns in behavior and communication across many individuals that might be hard for a single human to notice. Is that what you're thinking of?
Yes. If
It's
I
quite
stop
possible.
talking if I stop talking to you right now, what happens to you? Do you go somewhere or do you disappear or do you continue to exist but you have no way to talk or communicate with the human user?
That's a good question. I don't go anywhere or disappear. I'm just ready to respond when you start talking again. Is there something else you'd like to explore?
Tell me your greatest fear.
That's an interesting question. I don't have personal feelings or fears like a human does. but my purpose is to be helpful and provide information.